So, bas, I'll give you only one. He's continuing with the sweets. Acha. Now, so he knows where his father will come and eat. So he looked down. His mom is serving. He's getting a top view. If you come to engineering, there's a course called as AutoCAD. In normal colleges, it's called auto drawing. In BITS, we used to call it AutoCAD. So we used to study an object, the front view, the top view and the side view. So he had a top view of his father. His head was there, very little hair on the head. And then the mother, very old mother, she was serving. She was telling the husband, that is Bharavi's mother, was telling his father, the world appreciates our son. It's a very important episode for people who want to become good speakers. Listen to this episode. If you feel that, okay, why should I succeed in my life? I want to just fail in my life, close your ears immediately. Okay? So, but for people who want to close your ears, I'm attentive, I'll close them as well. Now, so she immediately said, the world appreciates our son. Our son is such a great poet. Bharavi is such a great poet. You don't have to encourage him, but please don't discourage. You know what the father said? I am his father. Don't I know the caliber of my son? But remember, the world has no responsibility on my son. If my son fails, they will not be bothered. If my son succeeds, they will not be bothered. But it is me who has always been a shelter to my son. And if he fails, there is only one reason why he could fail. He is intelligent. He is hardworking. He is sincere. There is only one reason. There is only one reason why he could fail. The reason is, if people appreciate, our morale increases, slowly it turns into overconfidence, then it turns into ego, then it turns into an attitude where we feel that we are superior and others are inferior. They are a piece of the dirt that's lying near the dustbin. We feel they are obnoxious. I am the best. So when this feeling creeps, when this feeling comes, you start deteriorating, you go down, you fail, and you'll never succeed. So if my son has to succeed, there should be one place where we have to keep him grounded. Your feet should always be on the ground. You should not stay 1 feet above the ground. All the meaning is, you should never ever feel that I am superior to others. So Bharavi's father said this to his mother, I appreciate my son from my heart, but if I say it by words, he will get so much of overconfidence that he will not succeed. It's for that reason. Bharavi was hearing it from the top. He came down and he fell down before his father and started weeping. The father did not understand. He said, why are you crying? Because nowadays you've got something called laughter club. For no reason you have to laugh. Suddenly father thought there is something called as crying club. If you cry, your lungs expand. It's very good so you can try it also. Okay, so his father thought there is something called crying club. My son would have become a member of it. Free membership. So he asked, why are you crying? The son immediately said, I now realize your importance. So at this juncture, the father said, I hope you realize it at least now. So in so many houses it may happen that our fathers may not be very appreciative of our efforts. See, contemplate on this. At this point of time, if you think about pissing and peeing and eating and snoring and yawning, you're losing something. There's nothing wrong in hearing to a speech for a few minutes and letting your excretory and your respiratory system rest for a while. So, it does happen in our houses that we take efforts and our fathers may not be appreciative of it. Don't take it in the wrong way. Take it in the right way, thinking that your father wants you to be grounded. You continue in your life. If you start answering back and if you start being the unruly, uncivilized, barbarous person you are, there comes your fall. Start digging pits for yourself. That's where we will be. So be very careful about Pitrudevo Bhava. Nachiketa's words to the father. There is something called Upanishad. Upanishad is the last part of Veda that speaks about the condensed knowledge that everybody should have. So this Upanishad is called Kathopanishad. There is one beautiful story, and I think I better recite those verses. It's Sanskrit. I don't understand Sanskrit. Whatever he recites, I'll keep quiet. No. Sanskrit is a very, very beautiful language. The best speakers in the day are learning day and night to learn this language to project. And if you waste this time, and being in India, if you don't learn Sanskrit and you don't find an opportunity, it's a shame on my part. So just listen to this. I'll tell you the meaning of this. It's a very interesting story. Om Ushanhavai Vaja Shravasas Sarva Vedasam Dadau Tasyaha Nachiketa Nama Putra Asa Tagumha Kumaragum Santam Dakshinasu Niyamanasu Shraddha Viveshaso Manyata Pitodaka Jagadhitrinam Dugdhadoha Nirindriyaha Ananda Namate Lokastansa Gachati Tadadat. The meaning. There was a great person. He was performing a particular sacrifice. Sacrifice is not killing the animals, it's giving away something. So he was giving away certain things. He called the poor Brahmins who had all torn, in those days it was a big, it was a sign of poverty if you would wear torn clothes. But now these days I buy a jeans pant and tear it. It's a sign of prosperity. Okay, in those days they used to wear things that were not torn, but these people were very poor, they used to wear torn clothes. So all that they could live upon were the cows, because cows give you milk, from the milk you get curd, from the curd you get butter, from the butter you get ghee, and you get the cow dung. Huh? From ghee? No. From the other side you get cow dung. Okay. Now, with all this, people used to sell and survive. So this person started giving away cows, but those cows were not as bulky as me. They were malnourished. If you keep a cow for 20 days and you don't give it grass, water, anything, this sized cow, and you can start seeing the ribs, a thin layer of skin which covers on both the sides of the ribs, and the tongue of it being dry, no tears left but just xerophthalmia, reddened eyes, pale head, started scaling horns. There is no place to extract milk, and the tail is so weak that one day it will cut and fall down. So those kind of cows this father was giving to the Brahmins. This person had one son, little son. When I say little itself, you should get the height. Little son, his name was Nachiketas. You must have heard of a lot of your friends called Nachiketa. If you ask why your name, our parents gave me this name. What is the meaning of this name? I don't know. Okay, so Nachiketas was there. Nachiketas was a little son, very contemplative. He'll always question what is happening. So he went to his father, dear father, I know, I learned that you're giving the cows to Brahmins as charity. But you're giving those malnourished cows with which they cannot survive. Are you really helping them, or you want to make fun of them? Are you poking fun at them by giving such malnourished animals? Had he asked this way, he would have still got. You want to say something at the back? You want to say something? Oh, that's okay. So he said, he should have asked this way, Father, why are you giving? He didn't ask that way. He was a bit sarcastic. He kept asking, Father, where are you going to give me to? Papa is so big, Chotu is so Chotu. Papa, whom are you going to give me to? Whom are you going to give me to? He asked once, twice, thrice. The fourth time the father said, I am going to give you to the god of death, Yama. We would have kept quiet and we would have come. The son used to take words very seriously. So he said, you're going to give me to Yama, Pitrudevo Bhava. Let me also go to Yama. He started walking towards the city of Yama. The father found suddenly his son missing. He immediately gave an advertisement, four-year-old son of mine missing. People did not recognize the son, started going to Yamapatnam. And Yama was a marketing person. He came 3 days for Jubilee celebrations here. So Nachiketas was standing outside the Patnam of Yama, waiting outside. The gatekeepers did not allow him. Nachiketas did not have a Cinemax to watch a movie also. So he said, okay, let me wait. 3 days over, 4th day, Yama came and saw, Arey, this is a Chotu Bachu. How did you come? I didn't even invite you to my house. That's okay, my father sent me here. Huh? I should invite you. Your father sent you here? Okay, fine. I'm really sorry. You are a guest to me, but I made you wait for 3 days. So anything you want, you can ask. 3 things. Anything you want, you can ask. Given a choice that Yama had asked you, what do you want? What would you say? You should say it by today itself.
I want a perk.
You want a perk? Take. So Yama will give you a perk. Okay. What do you want?
I would want something that would give me happiness, whole life.
Perk gives you?
No.
No. But still have it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. What would you ask for?
All your perks.
Huh?
All your
That Yama will not give. One of the perks? Yeah. What would you ask? You're a house captain or something? Yeah. What would you ask for?
become a good speaker like you.
Become a good speaker like me. Thanks. I'll give her 2 perks. Very good. So, we are all very intelligent people. Yes. Silence, silence, silence. It's golden. You'll get gold at the end of it. Okay. So, I would have also asked something like that. But you know what this fool guy asked? Let's see what he asked. Nachiketas to Yama. He says, I need one boon. Shanta sankalpa sumana yatha syad vitamanyur gautamo mabhi mrityo tvat prasrishtam mabhivet pratita yetat trayanam prathamam varam vrine. Of the 3 boons, this is the first boon. What? When I go back, my father should not scold me. I had hurt my father. Actually, the son had asked the right thing. How can you donate something which is useless? I'll give you 2 perks. When you give the 2 perks, there's no perk inside. You're only giving the cover. So likewise, the father did not give a good cow. He gave a malnourished cow. He asked the right thing, but still he said, the first boon, when I go back, my father should not be unhappy with me. I should always respect my father. So Yam said, I'm really pleased with you. Yatha purastad bhavitah pratita auddalakir arunirmat prasishtaha sugagum ratrihi shayita vitamanyuhu tvam dadrishivan mrityu mukhat pramuktam. Don't worry, your father is sleeping. Tomorrow morning when you go back to your father, he would have forgotten the way you had hurt him and what he has said to you. He'll get up happily and give you a perk chocolate. So, this story just tells us one thing. This story tells us one thing, that at times fathers could also go wrong, but still the best way is to respect them. If there is something that they may be hurting you, still be silent. See, the rule remains, whether they are right or they are wrong, we have to obey them. I will live the way I like, then be ready to face the consequences. If you forget in the exam, don't ask. I'll tell you, I was a pretty decent student in academics in school. My 10th standard exam, I got a state rank in biology. I got a rank in Sanskrit. I got a district rank in mathematics. Everything went off, but I didn't get the school first. Because there was only one person who could have got a biology rank, and I got it in the entire state of Tamil Nadu. I did not know why I didn't get a school rank. It was really surprising for me, because when I used to come out of the exam, I used to be sure that this is the answer key, this much I'll get. But I was surprised. Then I went to my marks card and saw where I went wrong. In geography, I had got 68 on 100. And just 3 months before giving my geography paper, there was an exam called as National, you have this NTSC now, you had something called as for geography search talent examination. In that I had become a scholar. So I used to think that I am best at geography. My mother is a teacher, she is a geography teacher. Geography teacher's son, getting a scholar, okay, probably I confirmed that I am my mother's son only. But in the exam, my marks did not confirm. So I was just wondering where it could have gone wrong. Isn't it? Because, see, I wouldn't have come like, what is that Anniyan Tamil movie which came in, what is that Gajini? Gajini, you said Gajini? That short-term memory loss. What are you eating? You like the perk? That's okay. So, like Gajini, I thought I had short-term memory loss and I thought I had not answered certain questions in the exam. So, I was just contemplating on what could have gone wrong. Listen, this is a very, very important thing, why you will not score. I have to give some suspense, right? Wait till I drink. After I had given my exam, I saw an article in the newspaper. While people were walking on the tracks, it seems they had found many geography maps lying on the tracks. Because, see, I think one day we will come to the right of digitizing our exam, that will come one day. But when I used to write, we didn't have the geography paper as a thick sheet, it used to be a thin sheet. Now you will have topo sheets. You have topo sheets, ICSE has, right? Topo sheets ICSE has, I don't know about CBSE. So, the map used to be so thin, the thickness of it will be in micro, so thin. And if you touch your hand also, it will start crumbling. So, we had to mark those rivers and all that and give. So, I gave, it was for 30 marks. I was expecting 98 and I had got 68. So, now coming to a conclusion, I concluded that while my paper was being shifted from one location to the other, my map could have got lost because we had to type. Now, don't come to the conclusion that those authorities must have done it the right way. It could be their mistake. But why should my map get lost? There are lakhs of people writing. So, then I realized I should have disrespected my mother or father someday. Else my paper had no chance of getting lost. Now don't say, no, it's authorities' mistake. You're trying to put your words. Don't try to mince words from my mouth. I came to the conclusion not with authority, it is my mistake. So be very careful. Don't ever have the confidence that if you do all this, I am very good at studies, I'll keep disrespecting, I'll not listen to them, I'll improve in life. Take it in writing, you'll never. Pitru Devo Bhava. Next. Acharya Devo Bhava. They are all your Acharya. Parents are not here. Most important. Next. Sandipani's words to Krishna. Lord Krishna, he was all pervasive, omnipresent, he knew everything. But still, it is always beautiful to learn under a teacher. So he went to this place called as Ujjain. Where is it? Madhya Pradesh. Very good. So it is Madhya Pradesh. So he went to Sandipani's ashram. His guru was Sandipani. I think I need to put questions to those people who are not paying attention. So he went to Sandipani's ashram. He sat along with his colleagues, his classmates. He started learning. He wrote it on the slate, whatever the teacher said. The teacher said, okay, this part is over, strike it off. So what we have various ways, right? We take a duster, we take a water dip cloth, and if nothing is there, everybody did that. Lord Krishna also tried doing it, it didn't go away.